everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a cash stuffing, and today I'll be stuffing $598. This is my paycheck. I have a smaller paycheck now because I am working part-time because I'm in college. So these videos might be a little bit quicker now. So I'm sorry if you like the long videos, but I obviously don't have as much as I used to cash stuff. Today I actually do have I have Happy Mail and a new binder set up at the end of this video, which might make it a little bit longer. So definitely stay tuned if you want to see what I have. I'm going to start with my wallet. There is some money in here, but it is from my cash stuffing that I filmed right before this video, but that was posted last week. So this money will stay in here. I will be adding $25 into coffee, which last time I stuffed $90 because that was a higher paycheck, but obviously now I don't have as much to spend on coffee, so I really need to cut down on that. But my birthday is on September 16th, which by the time this video is uploaded, it has already passed, but I'm filming this on the 13th, so I'm hoping I get at least one Starbucks gift card for my birthday. Next is groceries, which I have $25 in here from Logan's paycheck. Normally he does not stuff groceries because he has other bills that he pays for that I do not have, like car insurance and stuff like that. So to kind of balance it out, I pay for groceries and he pays for the internet, and it just works. I did put $25 in here because I did up our grocery budget. Normally we would budget $250 for 2 weeks, but we were kind of overspending, so I increased it to $275. So I will be stuffing $250, and then the 25 here from his will make it $275. So I did that in 250s, 6 20s, and 3 10s. This should be $250, or let's just count with this. So $275. Groceries has 50, 100, 120, 40, 60, 80, 200, 220, 240, 250, 260, 270, 275. So that should last us for 2 weeks. And that is going to be it for my wallet. Next up is bills. The first envelope is rent. So normally I stuff $305 and he cash stuffs $305 for a total of $610, and then we do that again, and then we have our completed rent payment of $1,220. But I could not stuff $305, so I'm stuffing $205. And if you watched my cash stuffing last week, Logan stuffed $405, so that extra $100 is on him now. So I'm just going to grab 2 100s and a 5, so 100, 200, and 5. Now rent has 1 2 3 4 5 600, 605, 610, which is the first half of our rent payment. And it does stink that my paycheck was literally not even $600. I'm working only 3 days a week, and I still feel like that is too much, but I am getting my homework done, but I feel like the workload is going to increase because I have a lot of projects coming up, so I might have to rethink that, but I don't know. It's definitely better than last semester, where if you watched my cash stuffing videos, I was only making like $290 because I was only able to work on Fridays because I had clinicals 2 days a week, and then I had class the other 2 days, and so Fridays were my only day off. So yeah, that was rough, but we survived that. So this is more money, so we are definitely going to be fine. Netflix is going to get $4. 1 2 3 4, and that's all that it has. It is empty because the payment is in my month ahead binder right here, so we are starting to stuff the next payment. iCloud Plus is going to get $5, so now iCloud Plus has 10, and since this now is fully funded, I'm going to grab a sticky note and label this so I can add it to my month ahead binder. iCloud Plus is empty. I already paid September's on September 2nd, so this is for October 2nd. So that's done. Next is going to be utilities, and I'm only able to put $15 in here, which is way less than I normally do. I am in charge of utilities also, but Logan had to put some money in here, so we just do what we can to both contribute. It doesn't have to be equal, it just the bills need to get paid, so however that can get done is fine. Utilities is or has 20, 30, 35, and I do have our payment ready for October 5th. So we are just starting to stuff a little bit for the next month. Spotify is going to get 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is the first half of the next payment. I have October 7th already in here. And then going to my life insurance, I will be putting 16 in here. 10, 15, 16. I got some really ugly ones this time. And my payment for September 16th, which that's my birthday, is ready to go in there. So this is going to be for October. And then my phone is going to get 16 as well. Now my phone has 10, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, which is fully funded. So I have September 25th's payment in there already. So this is for October. So I will just add that behind my September payment in my month ahead binder. And technically, since we are a little bit ahead, I don't necessarily need to stuff like all the time. Like if it's an absolute emergency, I would still like to stay ahead though. So I'm going to avoid not stuffing it as much as possible so I can kind of stay on track. So that is it for my bills binder, and that is it for my month ahead binder. Next is variable expenses, which is like the second most important binder after bills. Gas is only going to get 10. I have quite a bit of money in here, and I only need like $35 to fill up my tank, and I only fill up every 2 weeks, which is nice. So gas has 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 140, 150, 160, 160, 1, 2, 3, 4. 164. And then household is going to get 10. Now household has 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 105. Pet care is going to get 10. Now pet care has 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 180, 190, 200, 210, 220, 230, 1, 2, 3, 4. 234 in pet care. And that is it for variable expenses. Next is sinking funds, and I'm only stuffing car registration, and this is going to get $2. And the reason why I did that is because we need $302 total for both of us. So I just wanted to get that weird $2 out of the way, since this was a small paycheck and I'm just doing that. So cart registration has 100 in the bank, 150, 170, 180, 190, 200, 210, 215, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So 222 in here. Last year when I did this, I cash stuffed like all the way up until 300, and then I just stuffed the $2 last. But I have the $2 now, so that's it for sinking funds. Next up is my business binder, and I will be stuffing my taxes envelope. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. This is going to get 33. So 20, 30, 31 to 33. Now taxes has 2,000, 2,500, 600, 700. So 2,700 in the bank, 750, 770, 790, 800, 810, 11, 12, 13, 14. So $2,814 in taxes. And that is it for this binder. The last binder is my personal binder. And in here, I will be stuffing $4 in skincare. 1, 2, 3, 4. These ones are so bad. I need to get rid of them. Skincare has 20, 30, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. Beauty is going to get 2. 1, 2. Beauty has 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then prescriptions is going to get 10. Now prescriptions has 10, 20, 30. And then, oh my gosh, I thought graduation photos was in here, but I moved it in here. So grad photos is going to get 5. I just haven't updated my sheet on Google Sheets. Grad photos has 100 in the bank, 150, 170, 180, 185, 190. I want to save up for this before the end of the year, just so I have it, because I will need this when I graduate in May. My goal is 250, and I have 190 right now. All right, so that is it for my personal binder. Actually, no, it's not. School. Right here. So I had to pay $15 for a background check for a place that I'm going to complete 15 diverse clinical hours for one of my classes. And they required a background check, and I had to pay for it. So I'm taking that out of my school envelope. In here, we're just gonna ignore this. I'll explain that in a minute. In here, I have $2,000 in the bank and then $6 in cash. So I obviously don't have $15 that I can on stuff. So I grabbed, and I guess I could have grabbed $85 and put that back in here, but I grabbed 100 in cash from my savings. So 50, 70, 80, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is $100, and I did the different denominations just because I like having that. So I will be adding that to here. And so now that I have done this, I don't have $2,000 in the bank anymore. I have 1,900. So I need to switch out my placeholders. I've got all my placeholders here. So I will put the 2,000 back. And grab a $1,000 placeholder, which I think I want to use this one from Crafted by Coco because it's just so pretty. So 1,000 in the bank, and then I need a 500. I think I'm just going to use this simple one. And then I need 400. Okay, so I'm done with these. So now in placeholders, I have 1,500, 600, 700, 800, 900. And then I can unstuff $15 from here. I'm gonna do that later off camera because I have to update all of my budget sheets or my cash trackers anyway, and then also my budget sheet, which I have to do that after I film a cash stuffing. So that's when I will unstuff that. Okay, so that is my school envelope, and that is done. This money I mentioned in a previous cash stuffing a while ago. I borrowed more than I needed from the government. So That's what this money is, and I'm going to use this money to live off of when I student teach and to help me pay for my bills. So I had that in my school envelope because I didn't have a new envelope for it. But since this is the end of the cash stuffing, I do want to put this somewhere else because I am setting up a new binder, so that'll go in that binder. So I'm gonna put that in here and I will explain that. I do have some envelopes in here that I think I want to also move around. So this section is my business envelopes, and it is so small that I just got rid of a business binder completely because that is one extra binder. And I also had these envelopes that were like temporary to me and I didn't know where to put them. So I have receipts, buffer, which is just extra money, fees for when we move out and we need to pay for fees, which we're not planning on anytime soon, but whenever that time comes. Student teaching is temporary, obviously. Classroom supplies and teacher wardrobe I had in my personal binder, but my personal binder was just getting way too thick, and so I wanted to remove those. And then graduation photos, because I won't need this envelope after this is done. So those are kind of the envelopes in here right now. I will be setting up a new teacher binder. So my major is elementary education. I will be student teaching in January, graduating in May, and hopefully have a job as a teacher in August. So that's a plan, and I have a few accessories, obviously, but I did get some new envelopes from Jasmine's Wallet, which I will link below. These are like a new design, and she sent a picture of this to me with like what she was originally going to sell them for and asked if I wanted them for my teacher binder. And so I just thought it was so cute. I love the font. I obviously love the icon. I have her icon cash envelopes, which are just so cute, and they're one of my favorites. So definitely go check her out. I do have a code you can use. It's AyaPlans20 for 20% off. So please use my code if you want to purchase anything from her website. It is an affiliate code, which means I will receive a small commission if you purchase anything using my code. And thank you guys so much for using my code because it really does help me out. I'm probably going to be using all of my affiliate income now to help me toward bills and living expenses and things like that. So thank you so much for supporting me in that way. But those are the envelopes, and I'm gonna get into the accessories too. But I wanna show you the envelopes first because I haven't even opened these and I'm really excited. I gave her a list of categories that I think I would need for my teacher binder. I'm just going to get the first one out of the way. So I wanted one that said living expenses because I have, it's not right there, it's right here, all this cash that I wanted to put in this envelope, and I didn't include it, like I didn't want it to match this because these envelopes I will have even after student teaching, but this one is just to get me through student teaching. And I could put this money in my student teaching envelope right here, which this money in here was originally what that was for. So I had Jasmine send me this icon envelope that says student teaching, and I just love how that looks. Like, I think that's so cute. And so this was for my living expenses, but then I realized I only have $298 in here. I was trying to just save up money to live off of when the time comes and I'm making no money. But I realized very quickly that I don't have enough time to save up a lot of money because bills are expensive, groceries are expensive, gas is expensive, and those are the things that I'm going to need to pay for. So then I got this money, and I knew I was going to borrow money anyway, whether that was borrowing more from the loans I received from the government or taking out another student loan from my bank. So hopefully that's not too confusing, but this money is for living expenses. So because this is a good decent chunk, I could add this $200 in there, but I figured I'm going to need supplies for student teaching, and I'm going to need a binder. I'm going to need, you know, all the things. So I'm done stuffing this. I think $298 is plenty. So I made a list on my phone of things I'll need for student teaching because I do want to make a whole binder for that to have all of my papers and stuff. And that'll come from here. So yeah, and I also did already buy a student teaching planner, which if you don't follow me on Instagram, you should, because I do post all my stories, and I posted this on my stories, but I'm not going to go into this in this video. But this is my student teaching planner. I love it. It's from Plum Paper, and I'll just show you guys what the weekly looks like. So this is the weekly. It's lined, and it has all the subjects right here, which I love. And so I got this planner for my student teaching for when I'm planning lessons, and I took the money to pay for this out of my planner, or my planning envelope, which I didn't want to do because that envelope is for my own personal planning and my own stickers and things I like to buy. That money should have come out of this envelope, but I didn't do that, but that's okay. So the extra money I have in here will probably go toward this, the living expenses. I'm going to stop talking and put this money in here and just start setting up this binder. I'm gonna put these accessories to the side because I do want to show the envelopes first. So I'm not sure if I want to put this in the front or back yet, because I do like how this looks and I want to see that first. The first envelope is teacher supplies. So this is anything that I will need. And these envelopes I want to use obviously like when I become a teacher too. This is not like a student teaching binder. It's like just a teaching binder. Next is student supplies. So obviously markers, crayons, glue sticks, anything that they will need that I obviously have to buy. Next is outings. And I wanted this for when my team meets like before the school year and we want to go out and get a coffee or lunch or something. Next, licensing and fees. Teacher wardrobe. Classroom furniture and organization. Back to school setup. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. I love the icons that she chose. Oh, that's cute. Professional development. Lesson materials and resources. Classroom decor, which I like a lot of these, like the classroom decor and the organization. It's a lot of money. Like I've already started my Amazon wish list, obviously. I started that as soon as I could, and there's just so much I feel like I'm going to need. Next is student rewards. Books for my classroom library, which this one I feel like is it's the longest on my classroom wish list. I have so many books that I need to get because I need to get my classroom library going, and I've obviously already collected a whole bunch, but yeah, that's a big one. Next is copying and printing supplies. I do want to buy a color printer. I only have a black and white printer in my apartment, and I want to get a color printer. Obviously, I'm going to utilize the copy machine and the printer at the school, but for my own personal classroom stuff, you know, I want my own. Next is summer savings. So it depends by district, but some teachers don't get paid through the summer and they just get all that money during the school year. So you'll have to save up and divide up, you know, the money for that. And then some districts will pay you through the summer. So it just depends. So I have that just in case. So those are all of the envelopes I have, and I think I like the order of that. Well, let's see. I don't know the order, like what's gonna be priority to me right now. I think that I can change it up as I go. Books is gonna be towards the front. I already know that one is like the one I want to prioritize a little bit. Okay, I need to find a spot for the outings. I don't know, I'll just put it in the back for now. I really don't mind the order right now. So those are the envelopes that I have. I think they are gorgeous, so thank you so much, Jasmine, for sending them to me. I love them. Living expenses. I don't want this in the front because I also have student teaching, classroom supplies needs to get moved, and teacher wardrobe, and grad photos. Grad photos I'm not going to need the whole time. Same with living expenses. So these kind of go together. teacher wardrobe, I'm going to move that to the envelope it goes to. These envelopes are adorable. Oh my gosh. Classroom supplies. Okay, so I don't know how to divvy up this money, because now I separated the classroom supplies to like classroom decor, organization, books, student supplies, and teacher supplies. Actually, I'm gonna put this in books for now, and I think I will divide them up evenly throughout these envelopes. Okay. And then student teaching. So these three are kind of the ones where I want them in the front, but I don't, because let me show you why. For my accessories, I have this really cute dashboard from Crafted by Coco, and I thought obviously it was perfect for this binder. So I'm gonna put it in here, but when I put it on, you can see the words, and I think that's so cute. So that's why I didn't want like these envelopes. Oh, that says teaching. Okay, that's cute. I like the cursive. But then it says supplies, and this one says like, I mean, it's kind of cut, it's a little low, but you still get the idea. Okay, actually, I think that's cute. Student teaching, maybe I'll just do this. Grad photos, living expenses. Okay, then I have this number dashboard from Luxe Designs, and I wanted to put it here because you could see it peeking through that, but then you can't see the teaching anymore, which is okay, but that's cute too. Because numbers kind of go with the teaching, because math. So, I don't know, just for a little extra. I might end up changing this whole entire thing, but I had to do this quickly for the video. So that's why it's just gonna... I also have this dashboard from Crafted by Coco, and this one I was gonna layer together, and then this fluted dashboard from Jasmine's Wallet. But I think I want to stick with this one first, and then I could always change it up. For accessories, I'm just gonna put this calendar card from Poi and Hun in here for pop of color and just the typing letter numbers right there. This planner card says breathe deeply, live fully, just for some brown because I like my neutrals. And then this one from Crafted by Coco, I like the quote on it. Very simple. I might put something here, but maybe move this down. And then, oh my gosh, this gorgeous paperclip from Crafted by Coco from her back to school collection. I think that's all I'm going to do for this for now. I totally forgot that I had this little planner charm from Crafted by Coco, so I added it to the binder, and I think it just completes the look of this binder so well. I love these envelopes so much. I can't wait to start stuffing this. That'll have to maybe come at a later time, but that is going to be my new teacher binder, and that is the end of this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will talk to you guys in my next video.